Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Chilly day today in Minnesota. Well, kinda. Fall is here, you know how that goes. Sitting in the man cave, and I just got my grubbies on a new hammock. A friend of mine at work approached me and said he had just bought a new hammock, and he thought I might be interested in taking a look at it and see how it works. And it's this guy right here. It's the Hennessy 4-season Expedition, and it comes with a couple of extras and stuff like that. And I was just reading up what they say on the bag that it comes in. It's a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. Reading up on it, it looks like a very nice hammock. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, it gave you all the specs, kind of a lot of specs there. Interesting concepts that they have here. They do say it is a 4-season. We will see. He is a biker dude, and he wanted to be able to go out on his bike and hit the road and find campsites and places to camp. Decided that he wanted to use a hammock rather than a tent. So it includes the hammock, which is this guy here, and you have a rainfly. Snake skins. These are the guys that you put over your straps and things like that when you pack up your hammock and everything, and you can pull it out and it's all together. It's a great way to keep things all organized. And then he got himself some straps as well. Always a good idea. There are a lot of campsites now that don't allow you to use a hammock unless you have straps, and they've got to be a certain width as well. Now these, I believe, 1.5 inches, and I think the minimum they require is 1 inch. So if you're thinking about a hammock, straps, get them. You don't want to get there and they say no. There are ways around it. Quick look, here it is here. This is the hammock. Nice packaging. I like the bag it's in. It is a compression bag. You can tighten it down and keep it nice and tight. What we're going to do is we're going to trundle outside there in the South 40. I've got 2 trees there. I'm hoping that they're not too far apart for this. They do have limits on how far apart they want you to hang the hammock. And of course the straps will determine that as well. But let's give it a bash. Let's go. It's a little cold out here, so I thought I'd put on my heavier Spam top. I'm just going to measure here to see if the trees are okay. Hopefully this is going to fit. It's going to be close. Let's see what happens. Went to the website and printed out this, and this is how they say it should be hung up, and it's the recommended setup, and they're saying 16 to 19 feet. I think these trees are a little bit further than that. Let's see if we can get it to work. I'll just show you the highlights so you don't see me fumbling around here with it. Got the straps. Okay, you can see I have the rain fly up now, and I just put one side, I flipped one side over so we could have a look at how the hammock lies inside the rain fly. Now your rain fly is just above your hammock, and you got your ridge line for your hammock right here, and you got your snake skins, tie off points, your straps, and I just put some wood pegs in the ground here for the rain fly. Just push them in the ground and tied off both sides there, you can see there. Just so that you could see the front of it. Obviously you'd do the same thing on the other side. Looking down into it would be like that, with the rain fly going over the top. I will say one thing, this is a big rain fly. It's huge. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and it's bigger than I'm used to. I normally just have one that just covers the hammock. This does a pretty good job, and I'm pretty sure in winter, when you get that rain fly really tight in an A-frame, really at a steep angle, you're going to keep yourself out of the wind, no problem there. The hammock does have a very, I don't know how to explain it, it's almost like a built-in blanket, hammock blanket for the bottom there, for your wind, protect you on your bottom. It is built in. It's not really thick, and it is angled across. This is designed so that when you lie in the hammock, you're lying from one corner to the other. Now this piece here, you can tie off to your rain fly, and you can see how it opens up the hammock, and it's going to keep the netting off your face, that sort of thing. You can attach it to the ground if you want. If you look there, you can see I have the line actually attached to the rain fly, and so you don't have to attach it to the ground. So this would be out. I'll put a stick in here when I get in it, so we can see how this all works. It is a nice rubber strap, elastic, and it will stretch when you get into it. Now one thing you should know, if you have a zippered hammock like this with the bug net built into it, when you get into it, don't forget to undo your zippers. You want to undo them all the way up. You want to open them all the way up like that before you sit in your hammock. If you don't and you sit on it like that, you are going to break the zippers. Then once you're sitting, and just before you get back into the hammock, you just want to pull them down. And a little tip is if you put some 550 cord on here, maybe about 6 or 7 inches long, you can put it inside there, so that when you get into the hammock and you zip it closed, that 550 is easy to find and grab and unzip. This does have these little strings on each side, inside and out. So once you're in, then you would zip it closed. But like I said, just before you get in, you make sure it's fully open. And then once you're sitting in it, bring the zippers down a bit, get into the hammock and zip it up. That'll save you breaking those zippers. As strong as they are, you are too heavy for them. They're not designed to take that. They will split. I like the hammock. I like the ideas that they have with it and everything. The thing that worries me is that this is a 6-foot hammock, and I'm 5'8", and I fit in there nicely. Derek, on the other hand, is a little bit bigger than me. He's a 6-footer, and I'm wondering if this hammock's going to be big enough for him. Maybe I'll have him come over before I take it down and have a look-see. So let me show you getting in and out and how you can sit on it as a seat if you set it up right and that sort of thing. Pardon all the noise in the background. I am in my backyard, and it is the weekend, and people are doing their yard chores, sawing down trees, cutting grass, you name it, they're doing it, which is about normal for me. Put your hands on the side of the hammock like this, push down and sit down in it, just like that. And as you can see, the size right now, the height that I have it as, is a good height for me to use this just as a casual place to sit down, hang out, look around, just relax in a sitting position. Now, I'm going to get into the hammock. And remember, the way to tell how you lie diagonally on the hammock is where these tie-off points that I showed you there that pull the bug net away from you. So there's one on this side and one going back on that side. So the diagonal is this way. So I'd lie with my head here and my feet there. And if that padding that they have is actually diagonally across, just like that. So let me do that quickly, show you how we get in here. I'm just going to put the bug net over, bring the zipper down a bit. Oops, I've got to get that other one. Just like that. Zip it up. Just like that. Now when I lie diagonally with it, this will be pulled out and away from me. So there you have it there. To get out, unzip, feet first. You're back in the sitting position. And then when you get up, just like that. So it works pretty good. Can't complain about it. He has another fly with it. That's interesting that we have a fly here and a rain fly. He doesn't need this. I wonder if he knew it came together. Well, maybe he can send it back to them. It's a hex symmetric fly, coyote brown. Now he did say to me, I remember him saying to me that he did get a symmetrical rain fly. I don't think he needs it. This rain fly that comes with the hammock is more than enough. It's huge, probably bigger than this, and will do a better job than this. I think these are designed for the ones that are not four season, or not the Expedition, the more plainer versions that they have. And they do have a bunch of different versions on their website. I'll put a link below for you to go and have a look. So there you have it. It was nice to see that they do use prusik knots to tension things like the rain fly and that sort of thing. That's always a good thing to do. Setting up took a little bit longer than I thought it would, just because it's a new setup to me. On my own setup, I'm used to it. It's that first time you set it up, you get everything together. It's all put together and everything. And then from there on, it's a fairly quick, easy setup. Just like this would be. You had to put the snake skins on. You had to figure out what goes what. And now I know. So putting it together will be easier from now on. I'm sure Derek will figure that out as well. It's not bad, just concerned about the size of the hammock. I don't know if he's going to fit in. He probably will. So there you go. A very quick, basic look at the Hennessy Expedition 4-season hammock. The reason is 4 seasons, and I think it does have that padding on the bottom. It's like a very thin foam padding. It's quite... I forget the word that you'd use for it. It's fluffy, if you want to call it that. It's spongy and it's pretty big. I'm sure it'll certainly help. The canopy that comes with it, that's more than enough. You can get that right down to the ground to keep the wind from blowing over you here, if you're in the right position. Obviously, if the wind is going left to right or right to left, it's going to blow down here. You're going to get cold no matter what you use. I like the idea that they actually put one into the actual hammock, which is going to help a lot. What I do is I have a snug pack jungle blanket I actually have 2 of them if it gets really cold, and I'll put them down and then sleep on top of them in my sleeping bag, and I found that to be more than enough, even in Minnesota. Nice setup. I like what they've done with it. You might want to go out and check their website. Might just find something you like. Price-wise, I'm not sure how much Derek paid for this. He said in the region of about $400 with all his accessories, the straps and things like that. That fly, I don't think he needs it. So that's going to save him some money. I'm not sure how much that cost, but I'm sure it was a pretty penny. A good rainfly. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. You know, now that I've sat in this hammock and lied down again, and I'm thinking it's time to go for a little camp. Maybe do a trudge, do a quick hammock camp. It's getting cool, but with my setup, shouldn't be a problem. I've been out in 10 degrees and not got cold, so right now it's nowhere near that, but it is getting cooler in the evenings. That's always a good time. Just saying. Thanks for watching, and you be safe out there.